all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
T.O.B.
All right, folks, back here in the Bossman Show. We're joined by my man, Steve. What's the bro? And it's around now 28 balls, and I sold him.
Cowboy made a Super Bowl first time with you.
I think that showed up. I have been
Super Bowl here, but you know, it's wide open, man. We'll try to take him over.
Yes, he better those games shortly, bro. Dylan Brooks out for the season with the Grizzlies now. What the Grizzlies do? They got Holiday in there. Now this is where they could use Chandler Parsons, but Chris Wallace is exiled him to L.A. So what's the word on the Parsons situation in Memphis? How do people feel about Parsons and his been exiled and now bringing Holiday and getting hurt? What do the Grizz find some wing help now?
Man, y'all hear me on him? You know, the first interview, you try to on them, they have, and really low. You know, what happened to do at this point? You got the new guy, you got Justin Holiday in there now, but I mean, Grizz pretty much made bad with the decisions that have been made by his front office right now.
And now Trey Young and Marshawn Brooks is even worse now because you need those bodies now when you down a body or two bodies with the process. They get to the wing position. And a guy who said he could play 5-on-5s and he didn't want to go down to South Haven for the Memphis Hustle. But is that worth sending him on your way?
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, you know, of course it is different, but you know, like I said, and going back, I know we talked about it before. You know, there was a situation I think both parties were at fault. You know, because Chandler Parsons, you know, if he is healthy, which is, you know, a big if, but, you know, you still I still think they should have worked out a situation where, yeah, he plays in the D-League for a couple of games, and then give him a definite timetable when he's going to come back. I can understand where Chandler's coming from, or I'm going to go out there and play, but you're not telling me when I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a comedy of errors, on behalf of this front office, to the point where I'm not so sure Chris Wallace still deserves to be the GM of this team anymore. I really strongly think they need to make a change, definitely in the offseason, and maybe give it to Tayshaun Prince or let somebody else come in there and run the team. But Chris Wallace, he's made his bed by his decisions he's made.
Yeah, and the Grizzlies project so much dysfunction from the outside looking in, and I'm like, man, it seems like it's always something with the Grizzlies. It's never just chill. It's always something in Memphis going on.
Exactly. It used to be steady, grit grind, going to playoffs, 7 years or whatever in a row. But now, man, I think the Grizzlies are a laughing stock. They're a punchline, of the NBA right now with all these crazy, weird things that have been going on over the last few months now.
And I feel like J.B. Bickerstaff is kind of hamstrung because it seems to me that Chris Wallace determines who he plays, not him himself.
Right. And imagine being in his position, you're wanting to win, you're an NBA head coach. But, by decisions that are being made upstairs, they're pretty much handcuffing him and his ability, to really, produce a winner out there.
Yes, indeed. Well, hopefully next week Memphis would not have so much news because every week we had to cover Grizz issues every week here. We have to cover a new Grizz issue as the Grizz turn, per se.
Exactly, bro.
Now let's turn to the NFL, bro. Last week, the Colts went to Houston, beat them 21-7. Andrew Luck throwing the football, and Marlon Mack ran the football, and the Colts defense pretty much down to Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, and those boys, the Texans. They traveled to Kansas City, and we know that Andy Reid and the Chiefs, and he with the Eagles, he likes to choke in the playoffs for his play calling, how he calls the game in the playoffs. So, how are you feeling about this matchup on Saturday on NBC?
Man,
here we have the Chiefs and the Colts in Kansas Arrowhead.
Yo, I'm saying, with the NFL playoff games coming up, the wild card round, I believe I went 3-1. Went 3-1 last weekend. The only game I missed was that Baltimore game. I think I picked Baltimore in that one, but the rest I had a feeling about. But I think the Colts, you're right, man. Andy Reid's known historically for choking, in the playoffs with his play calling. And I think this Colts team, man, they're on the roll. Andrew Luck, he would be my MVP winner of the season, man. My MVP pick. A Colts team that's won 10 of their last 11 games. They got it going, man. Luck looks like he's better than ever. He got a very, very decent, if not good, running attack with Marlon Mack, doing this thing out there, and also that young offensive line and the young defensive players they have, man. Like, their Colts are built to win for years and years to come, man. So I think they go to Kansas City, and it'll be an upset by Vegas standards, but to me, on paper, when you look at it and what they've been doing over these last several weeks, the Colts are the better team, to me, honestly. They're the Chiefs, man. So, I'm expecting them to go up there and handle business.
We got JC saying the Colts will go to KC and win. I can see it happening because Andy Reid, how he coaching the Chiefs defense, is not that good. Well, you can never see it happening. And we have a battle at the Coliseum in L.A. The Dallas Cowboys travel to L.A. to play the L.A. Rams, who come off a bye. Bro, do you feel like Dak and the boys can go into the Coliseum and beat the Rams coming off a bye with the weapons the Rams have on offense? Can the Cowboy defense with speed and quickness neutralize the Rams' 11 personnel, high-flying offense with Gurley, Woods, and those boys out there with Everett and those guys out there as well doing their thing?
Man, I think it's just something weird. It's something that the stars are aligned, in the universe right now, man. But I believe wholeheartedly, this is not the homer, this is not the fan in me talking. I believe the Cowboys can go out there and win that game, man. All right? And when you break it down, okay, they're a 7-point, Cowboys are 7-point underdogs. However, Todd Gurley, he's not 100% healthy. You know what I'm saying? And there's speculation that if he does play, he's not going to be nowhere close to 100%. So, and then even if he was, I feel confident with the Cowboys defense of limiting him at least, kind of containing him a little bit. Jared Goff has not been the same quarterback over the last month or two. He struggled mightily, and that Rams defense, the front four. But once you get past that front four, like that, their Rams defense leaves a lot to be desired. So. If the Cowboys, like I said, stick to the script, like we talk about, the same game plan they used in Seattle, same thing has to go into effect. And then Dak has to make some big throws. If Dak can make some big throws, third down, conversions here and there, the Cowboys have a great shot. They really do, man. And like I said, I'm not thinking they're scared. I know that much. They know they go out there and play with those boys, and they're not going to be scared because they have nothing to lose because nobody expected them to win the game anyway. So just go out there and do what you've been doing.
And I have an X factor. Wade Phillips. Wade Phillips knows Jason Garrett backwards and forwards. And Wade Phillips don't like Jason Garrett for how he was getting paid. When he was getting paid, he was the head coach there. Feel like he's undercutting him for that job. So
I'll give you another one.
Uncle Wade knows Garrett's thinking.
Okay.
And I feel like he may, and because you know how the Sunday Cowboys get very predictable offense with Linehan and Garrett. I think Wade may have some nice dial-ups ready. He knows what's coming in certain situations of the game, what he's going to run. So I think the Wade Phillips knowing Garrett so good may have a big impact on this game Saturday night.
Okay, I see your X factor, and I raised you another X factor. Since we're talking defensive coaches, the young hot shot defensive assistant defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, Chris Richards. Remember where he was before he came to Dallas? He was in Seattle. Who in Seattle played twice a year? They played the Rams, so he has great knowledge also about the Rams and what they like to do, man. So, that almost kind of neutralizes things there.
We can see, we'll see. Like, I'm gonna look for those defensive calls and see how those guys call them different audibles because we know that the Cowboys play cover 3. The Rams play cover 2 man pretty much, or 2 man. So we'll see how that all goes. And with Wade blitz Dak off the edges like he used to with Dallas with Marcus Ware and those boys and Spears and those guys when he do some of those same blitzes against Garrett and the Cowboys. So that'll be a good game to look there for. Now, the CBS game, noon, Sunday, Chargers, Patriots. Do you feel like the LA Chargers surviving the Ravens' furious comeback, can they go to New England and beat the not-so-dangerous Patriots this year up in Foxborough and kind of get the clock started on the Brady, won't he comeback clock next year?
Man, not only do I think the Chargers will go up there and win, I guarantee they're going to go up there and win. This marks the end of the Patriot dynasty. This game coming up this weekend. This is the end. The Patriots, it's a wrap after this, man. Tom Brady, he may play another year or two. But when the Chargers go up there and win this weekend, will officially mark the end of the Patriots dynasty, man. The Chargers have ultra confidence, man. They know they can play with anybody. And I got a feeling, man, we're going to see the Chargers in the Super Bowl for some reason. They're that good. Phillip Rivers, he's overdue. He's, stone for the most yards without a Super Bowl ring or appearance, man, in NFL history. So, they're due for. He's due for one. And this San Diego Chargers team defensively can rush the passer with Bosa and Ingram and them boys, man. They got a quality running back, premier running back in Melvin Gordon. They got a lot of weapons, man. And the Patriots, to me, the Patriots don't seem like talent-wise. They're like one of their better Patriot teams. Like they've gotten their own guile and experience and that kind of veteran know-how. But as far as the actual talent that's on the field, the Chargers are more talented in more skilled positions than the Patriots are. And that's going to show this weekend. And Chargers, they're going to win that game. And I think they're going to win that game kind of easily, man. I really do.
That'll be the CBS game at 1:05 Eastern here on Sunday. And the final game of the weekend is New Orleans and the Eagles. The Eagles survive on a Cody Parkey doink again. Doink, actually. Like he was, it hit the rim, and it hit him again, and it went out. And the Eagles and Nick Foles pulled out again. The Eagles got beat 48-7 by the Saints at the Superdome earlier this year. So do you feel like the Eagles can go to New Orleans and give Drew Brees and them boys a scare and maybe pull out that win?
I think
potentially keep this Nick Foles train running.
I think the game will be close. I really do. Nick Foles has that certain magic, about him. There's something about him and that offense and, the way they click. But the Saints, they're built. They're built, for deep playoff run. You got home field advantage. You're supposed to win games, man, no matter how well or how magical Nick Foles has been up to this point. It'll be a close game. It won't be a blowout like it was a few weeks ago, but I see the Saints, eking it out. Maybe something like 24-20 or something like that.
And last little bonus topic we got for you. The coach hirings we got, not many brothers getting hired, brother. I think you may get a brother in Cincinnati potentially. Will it be Vance Joseph or Hugh Jackson somehow, Lord. But this cycle, they're going off the Sean McVay tree, who's innovative on offense tree. And the problem I see is the brothers, a minority, is not really on the offensive side of the ball in that offensive pipeline. Most brothers can become running backs coaches or wide receiver coaches, or they defensive back coaches or linebacker or lineman coaches, but not actually on the pipeline to get actually a job as quarterback coach or offensive coordinator, or that they can actually grow into become a head coach on the offensive side of the ball. So what are your thoughts on the cycle, kind of overlooking the minority coaches, and do you feel like it's time to make that rule for the hiring a minority? You have to interview. You have to put a minority for a coordinator, a quarterback coach, kind of put them in the pipeline maybe.
Yeah, you're right about the trend of young, offensive guys from college, because the NFL is starting to look more like the college game now. So that's like the trend that all these owners and front office guys are looking for now. The next Sean McVays and, that type of coach. And you're right, generally, anytime it's been black coaches, black assistant coaches, they've always kind of been more so on the defensive side, or, like I said, running back coach or anything like that. You don't see too many offensive coordinators that are black. But, I'm hoping, I don't want to see him go. The Cowboys defensive coordinator, Chris Richards, he's going to be a head coach, if not this season, this upcoming season, definitely in the near future, man. I could easily see him ending up like in the Miami or something like that next year, man. But you're right, and then also, it kind of starts from grassroots as well, as far as high school and kind of just, building up, the next generation of minority coaches to kind of be more offensive minded and kind of get a pipeline coming from there. That way, in the years to come, we will be represented. Because you're right, when you think about the black head coaches that we have, having in the NFL, the guys who just got fired. Looking at Boyles from the Jets just got fired. What was he? He was a defensive guy. Vance Joseph, he wasn't considered to be an offensive guy. In Denver, the only offensive-minded head coach I can think of as black was Hugh Jackson, and we saw what happened to him.
And Jim Caldwell.
Right. But that's what it's going to take, man. And like you said, definitely the NFL. Need to put their heads together to think of different ways to kind of, have us represented, amongst offensive coordinators and head coaching candidates in the future as well.
So, bro, tonight it clicks. How's it gonna be the after party? Gonna be a Cowboy after party or a Ram after party?
Man, look,
or all of the above?
The way we do it clicks tonight. What I'm saying? If the Cowboys win, we have an after party. If the Cowboys lose, we still have an after party. That's one thing we do as Cowboy fans. We gonna win the party. So we don't care about the game per se. If we win, great. If we lose, yeah, it sucks. But we gonna still do our thing and party, man. So come on out tonight. It's going down either way. Even though I'm thinking, I got a strong feeling, boss. I think the Cowboys gonna find a way to get this done. But either way it goes, man, come on out. It's going down tonight. Click. You know where it is, the livest party spot in the city. Each and every Saturday night, we do the best karaoke in the city, man. Come on out. Good food. It's good fun, man. Drinks will be flowing. You want to do something this weekend, let your hair down. Come on out if you're in the city. Come holler with your boy Clicks.
No doubt, folks. J.C. Smith, me on the Bossman Show. Check us out always. BossmanShow.com. We out.
Zaytoven.
Hip hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by the Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.